Hello, what is up, disc golfers? Today on Iceberg TV, I want to talk about Vibram Discs. And the reason I want to talk about Vibram Discs is because they are, in fact, thinking about making a comeback. And I think this would be a really cool time for them to come back because disc golf's really popular right now. And people really like throwing discs that are different from the discs that their friends are throwing, which I think is some of the value for brands like Castaplast, Mint Discs, and some of the smaller brands. People like getting their hands on these discs because they feel like they have something that's a little bit more unique to them and their personality. And Vibram is sort of the furthest end of that spectrum, like they're the most unique discs you can throw. And there's still some really cool people that like to throw Vibram discs to this day. This is Vibram Collector on YouTube. He has a lot of knowledge on Vibram discs. So if you want to learn some more about Vibram discs, you can go to his channel and watch this video. And it's called Vibram Disc Golf Soft Rubber and Why We Love It. It's a really cool video, and he's obviously really knowledgeable about Vibram discs and really enjoys throwing them. And I was looking around to see who still had some Vibram discs in stock from when they stopped production in like February of 2018. Marshall Street Disc Golf has some. They're a little bit of the less popular molds, but if you want to try out a Vibram disc, which one have I thrown? I've thrown the Lace. The Lace is like their normal driver, so they have the Unlace, which is the understable one, and the O-Lace, which is the overstable one, which is this one, the O-Lace. I would advise getting it if you have a lot of power. I would advise getting an O-Lace because this lace is actually fairly understable from what I remember from what I owned. I remember this disc, I wasn't even able to forehand it at all. There was too much torque. It would just, even on hyzer, it would just turn into a roller. So I would advise getting the O-Lace if you wanted to try it out. And I would definitely advise not getting the firm plastic, getting more of a medium plastic. I found the firm plastic to be extremely slippery. Again, that's just my personal opinion. Some other people might tell you different things. What I really like from Vibram is actually their putters more than their drivers. So if you could get something like a Vibram VP, or one of their other putter molds. My Vibram VP was the first disc I ever aced with, and I had 2 aces on it and threw it in a river at Johnny Roberts Disc Golf Course in Denver, Colorado. But I did have a Vibram VP, really overstable putter. I really love that disc, and I actually got 2 more of them and then lost both of those as well. And then I got Summits, which is like the polar opposite. The Summit is like a really easy hyzer flip to turn over putter, throwing putter. It's really fast, moves quickly through the air, but it's really controllable and easy to turn over for those high up in the air and hyzer shots, or even just laser beam straight on hyzer will flip up and go straight and then never fade, always finishes slightly to the right. So really cool disc, the Summit as well. I actually have them here, so that's actually really sick that I could get a Summit. I might even buy this after I make this video. Now, this is the No More Vibram post that came out. This came out February 21st, 2018. This is off the Infinite Discs blog. This is basically them saying, we have made the very hard decision to exit the sport of disc golf. We feel that the sport of disc golf deserves more attention and effort than our business is able to provide, given the volume of resources needed for much larger segments of our business. We have had a hard time developing a disc golf focused business unit that can offer the product lineup, marketing efforts, and event support needed to properly support the sport of disc golf in the role of manufacturer. Please see your nearest Vibram disc golf retailer and stock up before they are gone. So this is their official announcement saying they're no longer making discs. Now, I think Vibram had made a few mistakes. I think their distance drivers were not good. They didn't have like a marquee distance driver that resembled an Innova Destroyer. They didn't have anything that resembled a Wraith. They didn't have anything that resembled a Force. They didn't have anything that resembled anything popular. They had some really nice molds and they were really cool beginner discs, but they didn't really have that amazing driver. They didn't really have that amazing fairway driver from what I could tell. I'm sure Vibram collectors will tell you different because they really love the discs and they love the rubber discs, and there's benefits to throwing rubber for sure. But with all that being said, their driver lineup and fairway driver lineup was not that great. If they had come out and been a putter only company, similar to what EV7 is doing, I think they would have seen a lot of success just having the VPs and the Summits and the Ridges, and all their putters were actually really great, and they had a good feel to them and they had a good flight, and they actually nailed the putter category in my opinion. It was the faster discs where they really started to struggle, and people didn't really respect them as a manufacturer and didn't want to throw them because their drivers weren't good. Now, I think if Vibram wants to consider a comeback, I think Vibram has the resources to go out and sponsor a big name pro. I think they need to go out, hunt down the biggest name pro that they can get, and then bring them in onto the team and let them design the entire lineup. They need to let them design a beadless putter, a beaded putter, a stable mid, like either something like an MD3, a Rock, or a Buzz. They need to allow them to design a T-Bird or a T-Bird 3, a Firebird, a Destroyer, and like a Sidewinder. Like they need to get a top pro in, let them design the entire range, and then allow that pro to go out and play well in tournaments using the molds that they designed for them. I think they would have a lot more success. Again, like I said, go sign a good pro who understands what good discs are actually like. Let them design the plastic, let them design the molds. It's gonna take time and it's gonna be a process, but I know there's a lot of pro players that would love to work on a project like that in the off season. And I think it would be a really cool opportunity for a pro to design an entire range. I think, and a lot of the older pros like the Avery Jenkinses of the world, probably not him specifically because he loves Innova and Discmania so much, but a guy like that with that personality and that love for disc golf would love to come and design a range for somebody. So I think they should go sign the biggest name pro that they can get who's also open-minded to helping them design discs. I think that'll help them make a stronger comeback than they did last time. And now the other suggestion that I have for them is put a little bit of time into reaching out to YouTubers, put some time into reaching out to Instagrammers, other pro players, get them throwing discs, get people like me to throw discs and make videos for them, get other smaller YouTubers to throw and make videos for them. Obviously going out and sponsoring a big event's really cool, but I think attacking the social media side of things first is a cheaper, more economic, and smarter way to do your advertising, especially earlier on. And then once you've developed a good foundation and a good fan base, then go out and sponsor a big event like they did the MVP Open back in the day. Leave your comments in the comment section down below. Do you think Vibram is going to make a comeback? And if they do, will you try out their discs? With all that being said, it is your boy Iceberg Dylan. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to comment, and take care.